of whatever God wants. I'm going to serve God no matter what. So anyway, Thanksgiving comes along. It's a big holiday in America. We didn't have all the usual things, all the special foods that you have and everything. And it was freezing cold. I remember we had holy water that was on the altar. It was frozen, and the wind coming through the keyhole in the temple was just shh. You're just everybody was under a blanket, the heaviest blanket you could find, and there was Swamiji leading the meditation for Thanksgiving, and his words helped me for up until this day. Before we meditate, he said, we have to be grateful for everything God gives. And whatever God doesn't give, we have to be grateful. Now, at the time, I didn't really understand that. I don't even know if I believed it, but I affirmed it. Everybody affirmed it. But it was such a good lesson that it's not what you have or what you don't have, it's what's in your heart. Is God in your heart? Is love in your heart? Is joy in your heart? And that was the beginning of Ananda's work in Europe, started in 1984. And so, what do? We offer everything to God. I remember Swamiji here in India when he needed a place to stay, and where he was staying was, I mean, there were a lot of problems there. So we had to find a place in very short time, in just about a week. We did find that place. I've told that story here before, but it took an enormous amount of energy to get the place set up, get it painted, get the floors clean, get all the electrical things, everything he needed to be in that place. And we kept hearing from different ones of Swamiji's staff, is the house ready? Is the house ready? You would think that Swamiji, I mean, in our minds, without the highest level of awareness, we think Swamiji, he really wanted to be in that house. And that was going to be his house, and he was happy to have his house. Well, Swamiji comes in after we get the place fixed up. And he comes in, and I mean, we're just bedraggled. But for us, it took so long to get that place and shop and buy everything. And I liked the house. It had beautiful furniture, and so Swamiji walks in. He just glances around, and honestly, for 30 seconds, and he goes over to his desk. He says, "Okay, time to get back to work." And he just goes back to his computer and he just starts working. And he didn't look around. Oh, look at the couch. Oh, look at the drapes. Oh, the pillows are so pretty. Oh, nothing. It's time to serve the guru. Wow, did we learn a big lesson from that? It wasn't the house, it was the seva. And I think for all of us to try to remember that even the ideas we have, the talents we have, that what are they for? It's all because of God and Guru, and it's all to serve them in one way or another. And whatever you have, I remember, so beautiful. Think of Swamiji's houses that he had here, and also places in Ananda Village. He called not the retreat at Ananda Village. He called it, let's give it a beautiful name, the Expanding Light. So beautiful. And the place, the hub of Ananda in Ananda Village, the Crystal Hermitage, very beautiful. Not our hermitage, our ashram. And also the places he lived in here, he didn't say it's my house. He named them beautifully. Guru Prem was one of them, Guru Kripa. And so we have to remember everything belongs to God, not, oh, that's my house. I put my name on it, Nayaswami Dhyana. Rather put a beautiful name that reminds you of God. And thinking of that, the names, we got spiritual names from Swamiji. Many of you have deeply spiritual names, but we had other names, Bob, Sally, Joe, John, Ryan, but to have a spiritual name, it reminded us of the quality. Think of Dharmini, Dharmarajan, Seva, Jyotish, Devi, Kirtani, Dhyana. They're just really, and Gyandev. I remember when he got that name, I went, whoa, that's a beautiful name. Think of those. Now, what do we think about? I don't think about my personality. This is who I am, how I look. When you have a name like that, you think, oh, that's the quality. That's who I'm the soul. I'm looking at that. I need to feel that quality. Am I living up to that quality? You see the difference instead of, oh, that's who I am. That's not who you are. You look in the mirror and you think, this is who I am. That's only an outer shell. And we even like get possessive of that. This is who I am, and this is my life and my thoughts, and I'm good at this. I have these talents. And Swamiji so often would say, God did it, Divine Mother did it, Master did it. He wrote the books, he did the talks, he did, instead of did you hear my talk? And I'm a good yoga teacher, and and I hear this. I hear people saying, I'm in charge of 300 people. It's just not a good thing to say. Just isn't it a cooperative? And maybe you have that assignment responsibility now, but just let's not hold on to. I mean, let's think about it. When the day comes when you have to let go, you have to let go. And all the things you think are yours are going to go, including yourself, your body. What doesn't go is the soul. What doesn't go is God, that spark of God that's within you. And that's really what we should want to always feel that we possess. So, what do we do in this case of feeling possessed by our possessions? I've moved so many times in my life. For a while, from 17 onwards, I moved every year of my life. And India, I've moved, I think, 15 or 17 times. It's just like it's moving. I'm moving all the time. And it's actually a good thing. But you sort of look at, how can a person have all these things? Anytime you move somewhere, I'm sure you felt it too. What is all this stuff that's following me around? And so, what do we want to do? Just say, God, it's your life. God, I give everything to you. If you want me to have this, fine. If you don't, I'm fine. I'm joyful within myself. If I have to live on the street, if I still have you, that's what I really want. So every night, Swamiji told us, just make a mental bonfire and just say, everything is yours. Fire ceremony, everything is yours. Everything is yours. Every thought, every talent, everything, my family, my kids, my spouse, everything is yours. You've given me everything. And finally, what is the most beautiful thing that we can do is share. Share with others what you have. Do you need all those things? I remember someone had 30 pairs of shoes. It wasn't a devotee. And I said, why do you have all those shoes? Oh, no, I need them. Think about it, 5 cars and 2 drivers and 3 houses, 5 houses, Why do you need it all? And I love giving things away. Give it to somebody who needs it. And that thing has been in your closet forever. You're never using it. Take it out. Let somebody else. One thing that really touched me, I gave a pair of, I think it was shoes to somebody who was like the Iron Walla or somebody. They had those shoes on immediately. And so there's so much need. And what is the most wonderful thing you can share with people? It's so sweet. God, God, vibration, joy, love, a smile. Do you possess those? You possess it's the deepest treasure in your heart is God. But still, we can't hang on to that. We have to share with everybody the joy in your heart. I was here at this new location yesterday, and at the other place I was at, I got in the elevator. This was last week, and this man he was living on the same floor as I was, and I said, "Oh, hello, how are you?" And he just completely withdrew, and I said, "Oh, my name's Dhyana, and I'm living here." And he barely said anything. And then yesterday I came here, and this wonderful person just in the same building, she saw me. She says, "Oh, hello." And I thought, thank you, God. There are people who share. There are people, I mean, not just devotees, but people who want to be open and caring and joyful. Let's be those people. Let's show people that, yes, we're not possessed by who we think we are and what we have. What we're possessed by is God and God's love. God bless you all. I'll ask Natendra to come on screen now and join me.
Thank you so much, Janaji, for sharing these wonderful thoughts. We have a few questions. I'll just share my screen.
Okay.
The first question, Janaji, is Swamiji seemed to live well, as you had also said, but he didn't seem attached in the example also that you gave. So, was the key to this non attachment? And did you see him demonstrate this quality at other times as well?
Yeah, he just was detached. He didn't his life was in God completely, as far as I ever saw. His mind was always turned to Divine Mother, to Master. How can you be possessed by your possessions if you're thinking of God all the time? So I know people, their God is their house. It's like you putting that on your altar. Their God is their car. It's like you're putting your car on the altar. Your relationship or your new computer, your phone, you're putting it on the altar. Well, he never had that. And I'm so glad I could see that as an example. And it's over time. It takes time. Just head in the right direction of this isn't mine. It's not even my life. How did I get here? Who brought me here? What am I doing here? Where am I going? You don't even know. So just in your heart say, God, I want you. Even if I have these things, I really want you. If you give me something, I'm happy. If you don't, I'm happy. You see the difference rather than I need it to be happy. You don't need it. And when challenges come, you see that you really don't need anything. You see what's important, divine love, or your friendships of with your guru bhais, or more depth, more meditation, master's presence. These are the things you want to have in your life. Anything more?
Janaji, we have two more questions. The
Okay.
first is how long does it take to develop this kind of non attachment? And have you and other long time Ananda members developed some of this quality? And how can we do that ourselves?
Yeah, I think you have to first let go of poverty consciousness. People think I have to be poor to be non-attached. There's people who are very poor, very attached. So it's not about what you have, it's about who you are in your level of consciousness. So it depends on you, maybe past lives, this lifetime, how much depth you have in yourself, how much attunement really is the thing. And just offer to God. Don't feel bad if you have things. I have nice things, but I'm more than willing to give them away. Divine Mother says to me, give it away. I'll give it away in a minute. I give away things every day. I love giving things away because it makes me so happy. The best thing I love giving away is God's love and joy. So I think let's aim for that and don't think about time, think about quality and how you can give God's love and joy in your heart from your heart. Okay,
Thank you.
then?
One last question, Janaji. So, how can I allow my children at a
Yeah.
certain once they are grown um, to live their own life and offer their lives to God? Because we all do love
Oh my
them with
God.
the but it's like divine love when there is a clinging. It's not divine love when there's a clinging, and it's mostly a personal energy
Yeah.
between us. So how can we handle?
That's a hard one. And maybe the hardest. I would say offer your children to Divine Mother, and you have to take care of them. There is love there, but I see it so overly personal and invading on the person's life. I mean, the guy's 40 years old and they're still, doing certain things which seem like they should be out of that by now. I would just, it's not easy, but just offer your children everything they do that you are happy about, everything they do that you're not happy about. You have to do your best with it. It's not an easy one. I don't have children, but I have a lot of spiritual children. That's not easy either. I'll tell you that. So, okay, God bless you all. And thank you, Nitendra. Bye bye.
Oh.